The Houston Rockets have finished in the top 4 of the Western Conference back-to-back seasons. The 2017-2018 NBA season, we saw the Rockets finish first in the West with 65 wins and losing in a 7-game series to one of the greatest dynasties ever assembled in the Golden State Warriors. Nothing wrong with that, right? Many believe, if not for a Chris Paul hamstring injury, the Rockets would be NBA champions right now, as they looked like a favorite against the Cleveland Cavaliers in the NBA Finals. But it didn't happen that way. The Rockets ended up missing 27 straight three-pointers at home against the Golden State Warriors in Game 7, and they took a defeat. They took an L. Following that emotional defeat, reigning MVP James Harden led the Rockets into the 2018-2019 season with something to prove. Revenge on the Rockets' mind. They were ready to take off. They didn't get that revenge. In fact, due to injuries throughout the regular season, the Rockets regressed to a 4 seed, and they got bounced by the Warriors again, this time in the second round in 6 games. But this 6-game defeat hit differently. This time around, they lost to the Warriors on their home court, with the Warriors arguably missing their best player in Kevin Durant, who was out due to injury. Now fast forward to the summer 2019 free agent frenzy. With all the movement around the National Basketball Association, the question was out in the atmosphere: how do the Houston Rockets get better? And does this team currently constructed have enough to stay together and try to win a championship the following season? Obviously, General Manager Daryl Morey didn't think the Rockets had enough, as the team opted to trade their Hall of Fame point guard to be Chris Paul just a year after giving him a 4-year deal. James Harden and Russell Westbrook will now share a backcourt for the first time in 7 seasons. Now the question is, will they share the basketball? Harden has averaged at least 29 points per game in the last 4 seasons, while Russ has led the NBA in assists back-to-back seasons. That sounds like a perfect match, right? Not so fast. Either Russell Westbrook or James Harden have been in the top 5 of usage rates for the last 8 seasons. That means these guys can go get your big-time points and even go get your big-time assists, but they also need the ball in their hand pretty much all the time. I'ma just be honest with you. I'm one of the non-believers in this dynamic duo. I love me some Russ. I love me some Harden. If this were NBA 2K, I promise you I like my chances, but this is real life. Egos are real. Money is real. Most valuable player awards are real. To act like these are the same 20-something-year-old guys playing together is just simply unrealistic. They've both respectively been the man the last few seasons in their situations. I'm not sure if you could just turn off being the man. Like, who's gonna buy in? Who's gonna adjust their game more? James let CP3 do his thing for about a season, but then Harden went back to being one of the most prolific scorers ever. And for him to be that guy, let's call a spade, he had to dominate the basketball. Russ let PG-13 do his thing for a while, but when things are going wrong, Russ is going to Russ. Personally, I think the best version of the Houston Rockets needs to be some combination of Russell Westbrook on the basketball at point guard, looking to set up a shooting guard, James Harden. But it seems like Russ would rather be a shooting guard and Harden would rather be a scoring point guard. In order for the Rockets to take off, it's going to take some serious ego checks at the door. I just think too much success, money, and fame will stop this rocket before it ever gets the chance to take off. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. You are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now, Mr.
Taliaferro.
Mr. Taliaferro.
Shout out to Mr. Taliaferro.
You're watching Mr. Taliaferro TV.
Mr. Taliaferro TV. Here with the triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.